We have just gone live. We have just gone live. Once again, this is Santos Rolon Jr., aka Soldier of Self-Mastery, straight out of Stockton, California. This is Sunday Night Alive Power Hour live interactive programming here. I am live streaming via YouTube and Facebook. This is my first time doing this on StreamYard, the platform. So I'm challenged. I'm taking a risk here, and I'm really excited. So we're going to be here for 30 minutes. Why are we here? What do we do on this program? Well, I want this program to be, number one, I want it to be somewhat educational. I want to be able to help those of you on the other side of the screen. I don't know what you need. I don't know what you're looking for. But you know, you have something that you're looking for. And I don't believe that it's a coincidence if you've landed on this live stream. I've got a couple of things going on. You can see on my page, on my new page. You're welcome to join me on camera if you'd like, if you want to share, if you want to express yourself. This is kind of like an open forum program where I do have some things that I want to share. I want to stay away from trying to tell people what to do or give advice. Of course, I am sharing my observations. I'm sharing some tools, some life hacks that I use in my life. They have made my life so much better, so much successful, so much more creative and imagination. Let me see, how can I say that? More imaginative. And this is what I'm giving out. I'm sharing. I'm paying it forward. So I will be doing a few things here. Again, this is episode 128. I want to interact with you. We're going to read here. We're going to read a psalm. We're going to read a proverb here in a moment. But before I do, man, you guys have listened to me ramble for 128 episodes. That's pretty fantastic. I want to thank you. And we're going to take on the topic today a little bit more of mind-mouth power connection, M.M.P.C. And why is imagination so important? This is something that I probably want to drive deep into my subconscious. And I truly hope that you'll be able to think about this topic. Why is imagination? Why is imagination? Why should we be encouraging imagination? Why should we be practicing imagination? And furthermore, where does imagination come from? And how do we get these things working in our lives? Now, again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. Furthermore, you're not going to listen to me anyways. I'm just here to share my observation, and you decide. You decide whether something I share with you, whether a statement or a comment that somebody else makes is good for you. Maybe you can find an application, right? Because that's what it's really about. It's about finding an application, finding something that fits you, right? Like they say, if the shoe fits, wear it. But it's got to be your size. It's got to be your style. It's got to be to your liking, right? You're not going to wear my shoes. So again, I'm live streaming on Facebook. So I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know how the comment section is going to work out. I have no idea. But I am going to be here, and I will be looking at the chat. I will be interacting with those of you that want to interact with me. Overlay. And so I'm going to remove the link, but the link is there in the stream. All right. So listen, Santos, listen. In order for us to succeed in life, we must be willing to take risks. I'm taking a risk right now of going on this program, doing a dual live feed here, but I'm excited because that's what I want to be challenged. You know, I want to push myself. I don't know about you, but I want to push myself. So let me get into a psalm real quick here. This is the proverb for the day, Psalm 90, 2-4. It says, before the mountains were brought forth, or ever, thou hadst formed the earth and the world. Even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Everything that you and I have, all the gifts, all the talents, all the abilities, all the confidence, the ability to take risks, the fears, the happiness, the joy, the success, the money, all of that comes from God. All of that is brought into this world by the grace of God, by the Almighty, by the mercies of the Almighty. That's why we have what we have. Thou art God for 1,000 years in thy sight, or in thy sight, 1,000 years are but as yesterday, and when it is past, and as a watch in the night. That's interesting. Am I a watch in the night? Are you a watch in the night? Anyways, we're chilling with some music. Who do we have today? Let me just share that with you here, and then I want to see who's here. No copyright music, chill, lo-fi, hip-hop beats. That's all it says. Chill hop music loop by M.M.P.C. So we're going to chill here for the next 30 minutes. I am excited for what's happening in my life. Last week, I had the opportunity to go through 30 hours of training, self-discovery training under the tutelage of Master Coach Paul, the Life Coach Training Institute. And I tell you, some things broke. I think the dam broke upstairs, and there's a lot of water flowing. So I'm really excited. I want to make sure that my water flows, right? Water filled with minerals, water filled with vitamins, water filled with live enzymes, live nutrients. Drink some, swim in it, fill up a gallon and take it away and give it to somebody. That's what I want my life to be, like a river of living water, man. Oh, that excites me. Anyways, I see we've got a few people here. They are coming in. Jim, I see Jim. Welcome. Good afternoon, Jim, to episode 128. I'm telling you, you guys have listened to me ramble on for 128 episodes. Thank you. Who else is here? There's a few other people here that have joined in, but I can't see. But I do see Jim. All right. Hey, Jim, you know this is live and interactive. I don't mind being interrupted here because that's what this is all about. I know that I'm on Facebook also, so there's probably maybe one or two people on Facebook. I'm not too sure. Let me see. So, Jim, what is happening in your world today? Talk to me, brother. If you wanna interact, challenge me. I'm gonna challenge you back. And we're talking today a little bit about the power of imagination. Why is imagination so important for you and I today? You know, they don't even teach this in school, do they? Do they teach Imagination 101, the basics, class 2, class 3? I don't think, I know I never heard of this kind of stuff when I was in high school. In fact, most of the time that I was in high school, I was stoned anyway, so I probably wasn't receiving. They didn't teach this to me in the military, right? They should have, but they didn't. So, I'm looking forward to interact with those of you guys that are coming on. If you have a question, you got an observation, listen, we're here to grow. I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay? You're not going to listen to me anyways. I'm just here to share my observations. And like I said earlier, if the shoe fits, put it on. You know, if I give you a pair of shoes and you like the color, you like the style, you put them on and you like the way they fit, if they make your feet feel good, and on top of that, if it's no cost to you, why not take them? I know I would. I could always use an extra pair of good shoes. We are talking a little bit more about mind-mouth power connection. That's what's going to help you get through your mind-mouth power connection. Not me, Santos, aka Soldier of Self-Mastery, aka Philosopher of Everyday Victorious Living, aka U.S. Navy veteran, is not going to get you through. I'll tell you what's going to get you through is mind, your mouth, your power. When you connect it all together, you make it work. I'm telling you, that's the power of imagination. I see Wilson's joining us today. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. Yes. What does it says? Lots of sales of bikes. Man, people got to get their exercise in. You know that, right? I believe this COVID-19 experience has put a lot of people in atrophy. So now people are starting to spread their wings, right? They're flying. So you're going to get more sales, man. You should get more sales, bicycle sales. So keep that stuff stocked up, brother. So, yeah, it looks like a slow fires. You know, thank God for the fire department, right? You know, thank God for the police too. Even though there's a lot of controversy, a lot of negative controversy going on with police, we need the police. And I'm very grateful for police. Not those rogue officers that are out there running around that need. In fact, I hope that maybe one of those rogue officers comes on my broadcast. Let me speak to that rogue officer for a minute. Rogue officer? Maybe I shouldn't say rogue officer. I apologize. Officer of the law, you need some self-discovery. I want to help you take your life to the next level so that you don't engage in these kinds of battles out in the streets. soldiersofselfmastery.com. I'm willing to help you, officer. Little short message there for I'm excited. Last weekend I went through a 3-day boot camp under the tutelage of Paul, Master Coach Paul, over at the Life Coach Training Institute. I actually passed my exam. Would you believe that? Life Coach certification. So today I consider myself a high performance coach. Why do I consider myself a high performance coach? Because I exercise my imagination to the maximum every single day. Every day I'm stretching my imagination. And again, this is something that you can do also. There's no reason at all. There is no excuse why you couldn't stretch your imagination to fit what it is that you need in your life. You need more business. You need more peace. You need more confidence. You need more money. Wouldn't it be nice to bring in an extra $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 a month? Wouldn't that be nice to just be able to know and have the confidence that you can bring in that kind of money? Now, it's not magic, my fellow soldiers. It's not going to happen overnight. It could, right? It can happen to me. I could be on live and say, hey, donate to Soldiers of Self-Mastery. And some rich fella across the world is benefiting, and he might be willing to write me a check for $4,000 or $5,000. So I got it in one day. That's possible. It hasn't happened yet, but it's possible. But what is possible is that we can begin planting the seeds today so that we can have a better harvest tomorrow. You want a better job? You got to start planting the seeds today, right? You must. Now, what seeds do you need to plant? I don't know. I don't know what seeds you need to plant to get to wherever it is that you want. Again, for every area of life, whether it's relationship, whether it's gambling, whether it's addiction, whether it's business, whether it's personal self-development, you have to plant certain kinds of specific seeds. And if you don't plant them seeds, you're not going to benefit. We are live here on Facebook. We're live on YouTube today. I was going to try to do LinkedIn also, but this platform wants more money. I'm going to stay where it's at right now. It's kind of convenient financially. I don't need to go up to the higher platform so that I can live stream on 3. Maybe later on I'll do that. So again, it's about excitement, and I can go on and on here talking about what is going on in my life. I definitely am promoting Life Coach Institute, Life Coach Training Institute today. So if you have a question, let me see. Wilson says, boy, I don't know what's going on here on this broadcast, Harley. Either that or people are just going back to casinos and they just don't care. Maybe they think, well, Santos is here, man. If I go to broadcast, he's going to hit me hard over the head with that spiritual hammer because I went gambling last night and I lost $1,000. Or I went to the pokies, or, you know, I got my stimulus, right? My stimulus stimulized me to go buy some tickets, lottery tickets, and I lost all my money. Believe me, I've been getting the phone calls and I've been getting the emails. I don't think it's funny. I think it's rather sad, to be honest with you, that we've had the opportunity to educate ourselves during this COVID-19 experience. And sadly, most people are taking their money, they're taking their time, and they're taking their brain, and they're wasting it. That's the truth. It's sad. It's sad. What did I do? I put myself through school, and I'm challenging myself to smile as much as possible. In fact, I might even have some surgery done to help stretch my smile and keep it there all the time. Wouldn't that be something to have some surgery to have your smile kind of stretched out? By the way, it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown, by the way. Let me see. Investing or trading, what is better? Investing or trading? Well, what's better for you, Jim? What do you think is best for you? That's the real question. For me, okay, I'm doing some investing and I'm doing some trading on a free platform, completely free. Now, when the money goes to my bank, it's probably not going to be free. The goal is to be able to generate enough income so that you can cover those $10 and $15 fees. By the way, I am using the platform called Robinhood to develop my stocks and grow my stocks. Why not? I was able to get them for pennies on the dollar. In fact, I've got stock with Bank of America, U.S. Oil, Carnival Cruise Lines, and all those stocks, when I bought them, some of them were at $4, $5. Today, they're up near, some of them are up near $22, $23, $24. And you know, the thing is, I have offered this to many people. A few of you that know me took advantage of this. You can still take advantage of it if you decide to. It's completely free. You can gain up to $500 in free stock that you can sell, you can grow. You can do whatever you want. Now, it's not free, right? You're not going to get $500 free. There's going to be some work involved. You're going to have to be willing to share this thing completely free with others. And that's the goal, right? Freely receive, freely give. And if you want, I can show you how to gain up to $500 completely free on your smartphone. Anyways, enough of that. You can hit me up, Soldiers of Self-Mastery. And by the way, there's a free gift. If you see the scrolling information there. All right. So hopefully I've answered the question for you. I don't see many people on here. I'm going to be closing at the end of the hour here, 30 minutes. But at least those of you, I really appreciate those of you that are here. And I truly hope that what I'm sharing with you, you could benefit from it. You can benefit. I said this earlier. I want my life to be like a river. I want my life to be like a river, like a river of clear, crystal, sparkling water that's filled with nutrients that produce life. Wherever water flows, food grows or people grow. And I want people to be able to scoop up from this river that I This is my imagination, right? Drink up the water. Hey, as long as water is healthy for you and it's really good, it just tastes good and it's just right, why not consume it, right? The body's filled with water. Your brain is like 80% water. And even our bones, I don't know if you're aware of this, but our bones actually are comprised of water. That's why it's so important for us to take care of our health, at least have some healthy nutrients on the side, because we're not eating everything healthy. So a good nutrient, hint, hint, him, to have so that your vital organs and your bones maintain that water. Because if you're not drinking enough water, notice one of the first things that they do in the hospitals, they put you on that saline, whatever it is, that liquid solution, because they know that most people are hydrated. That's true. Most people are not drinking enough water. They are hydrated. And when you go to the hospital, it's evident very quickly to these doctors. But then again, right, the doctors tell us to do certain things. People tell us to do certain things. And guess what? We don't listen, because we are autonomous creatures. We don't want to be told what to do. That's one of the reasons why I'm really changing my structure on this program. And I'm making it very clear. I'm not here to try to tell people what to do. I'm not here to give people advice. I'm here to share my story. I'm here to share a little bit about what's happening, what's helping me become successful. I put it out there. You have the choice to figure out ways. Now, I do offer coaching. I will. That's a whole different platform. Anybody that's interested in wanting to invest in yourself, my goal as a coach is to help you get whatever that goal is that you want. You've got a goal in your life. You've got something that you haven't been able to reach. You have not been able to achieve it. My goal as a high performance coach is to help you achieve that thing. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but I'm going to work with you and we will achieve it together. Co-equal, right? Because you already have all the answers. You have them all. Just like Jim presented that great question right there about investing. Jim's a smart man. He's a businessman. Jim's asking me a question, but I don't really want to give him the advice. I want him to figure it out, right? That's the way we grow. Now, I just shared with him what I'm doing, but I didn't tell Jim what to do. Jim has to figure that out. Hopefully you understand that, because it's true. And listen, we look at the world today. We look at the world today, and you can see that there's major problems out there. The rioting, the looting, the breaking in. These people that are stealing Nikes and stealing $100,000 Dodge cars, they think that they're just, what are they doing? They're actually hurting people, right? I don't care if it's a pair of Nikes or a garbage can out of Walgreens. When you loot and you break into these stores, what are you doing? You're hurting people. You're hurting employees, people that need to work, people that need to be there to feed their families. And it's a sad thing. So those people know, how many of those people have been warned about laws and what to do and what not to do? That's why they're in rebellion. People don't want to follow laws. They don't want to follow rules today. Most people don't. Lawless people, right? People that are unrighteous, that don't think about other people. Not you and I. We're righteous folk, right? We believe in honesty and in integrity. And we're not here to just be told what to do. That's not the goal. The goal is to really self-discover and find out what we can bring out from within ourselves, so that we can really enjoy life. Because you know what to do. You already have it. You have it inside you, man. All I'm going to try to do is just bring it out. That's why I offer coaching. Anyways, we're getting close to the hour. We've got a few minutes. Doesn't look like we're going to have very many people on this broadcast, but I was reading earlier. I was reading in my book. And by the way, shout out to Facebook. I don't know how many people are watching me. You know, it is a challenge to get yourself out there. It is a challenge, but it starts somewhere. And I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to get in front of people and fail, because that's how I grow. I made a decision that I was going to expand my services. I'm talking about reaching I'm not just going to work with problem gamblers. In fact, honestly, most problem gamblers really aren't prepared to invest in themselves. It's a sad truth. I've spoken to many gamblers on the phone, in person, and sadly, what I've been finding is that many problem gamblers are not willing to invest. They'd rather put money in the machines. They'd rather go to the casinos. Like many that should be here on this broadcast today are probably in casinos or wherever they may be. It's a sad truth. And I'm only willing, I want to work with police officers. I want to work with doctors. I want to work with CEOs. I want to work with presidents. That's what I want to do. I want to help them find the solution. I want to help them go through the process of self-discovery. As a matter of fact, I believe that if every law enforcement officer, FBI agent, people in leadership positions that are ruling over the cities and states, I believe that if they would go through what I went through last week, 30 hours of boot camp, of self-discovery, the art of communication, the art of listening, the art of helping people find themselves. I'm going to say this over and over. It's not about telling people what to do. It doesn't work. That system is completely broken, right? The school, the education system, our current education system. Think about this. I used to live in fear. I didn't have any confidence in myself. There's no way that I would even do what I'm doing. And in fact, I'm live today and I'm on a couple of platforms here. So what? The outcome. I remember school. I was such a chicken. I was so afraid. I didn't even want to raise my hand up in school. You know why? Because they shame us in front of other people. We take an exam and what do? They put a huge F on the exam in red lettering. How's that? How in the heck is that going to help a teenager? How in the world is that going to help a child when you discourage a child from failing? What if you took the exam, right? If you completely failed the exam because you didn't study, that's one thing. But if you made a little bit of an effort and you didn't pass the exam, and the teacher sits down with you and says, "Hey, Santos, look, you failed this exam, but I congratulate you for making the effort. Because when you fail, you begin to learn what success is really all about." What if it was that way in school? What if it was that way in college? More people, more youth, they would be more apt to learning and not be afraid of making mistakes. Now, I want to read something to you out of my book. I was reading this earlier, and this is in page 33. It says, "To succeed, you must understand that all successful people fail. To succeed in life, you must understand that all successful people fail. You're one step closer." This is my thoughts. By the way, if you haven't, when you donate $20 or more to this mission, you're going to get a signed autographed copy of this book. I got a few more, or you can just purchase it. This book is really not intended to give you all the answers. This book is really intended to help you think. When you read my book, you find it a little bit strange. When I created this book, it wasn't for me to just try to give people all the answers. It was for me to get you to think about your life, to think about your business, to think about your relationship that you're in that needs health, right? Or your health, personal health. So when you fail, you're one step closer to your next victory experience. Sadly, many quit because the mind programming defeats you. Sadly, many people quit. And what is that? A programming of the educational broken system that we've been living in, right? Where we get shamed. People don't even want to raise their hand. People don't even want to ask questions. Man, I get fired up. I think I've gone a little bit too far here. So we've got a few people that have signed in here. Let me see. We're getting close to the end. Sir, did you promise to me 2 or 3 weeks ago live you will send book to me on my email, but I haven't received it yet? If I haven't sent you that, whenever I get an email, Gulam, in fact, I apologize if you haven't received the book. I apologize to you. I will talk to my partner, Cephas. I know we've been busy with a lot of stuff online, working on projects. He's the one that does the work for me. Send me an email, please. And I apologize. Send me an email to soldiersofselfmastery.com right below where you see the link. In fact, let me post this. soldiersofselfmastery.com. Just send me the link, and I promise I'll be on top of this for you. So I apologize if you haven't got that. Sometimes I send information out. I don't get any emails back from anybody. So again, it's really about communicating effectively. So I do apologize. I'll get that taken care of. All I need is just an email. Okay. Hi, Laura. Welcome to the program, Gulam. I'm glad that you're here. It was somebody else that came in. Let me see. People are coming in. People are dropping off. I don't know. Maybe I'm too fired up today for people. Maybe I'm too fired up. I'm not too sure. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to win a popularity contest because I lost that one a long time ago. Right? The way I look at it is like this. If I go live and I offer my services to people, and then if I see honestly that the well runs dry, I move on to something else, right? Sometimes in life you have to fail in order to move on. Something has to die. Something has to die sometimes in order for new growth to happen. And I'll tell you, I'm not leaving. I'm going to continue to do my videos. I just decided to expand on Gig Salad. I'm working through LinkedIn, and I'm going to continue to reach people that are hungry. That's what I want to work with. I want to work with people that are hungry. I want people that are smarter than me. I want to be challenged because that's where real growth comes in. That's where real growth comes in. Everything is neutral. We choose how to perceive events. That's a good point, Jim. But how do we do that? How do we perceive? How does that work, right? We're talking about mind-mouth power connection. We're talking about the power of imagination. Listen, if you're stuck in life, you don't have to be stuck. If you're not making enough income, you can choose to start making more income. If you've been impacted by COVID-19, what do you do? Right? What do you do? I know what I do. I've been hit hard in some areas, but the harder I get hit, man, the higher I jump. Right? Was it Rocky Stallone said it doesn't matter how hard you're hit. What matters is when you get hit, can you keep going? That's what really matters. Jim brought up a good point. It's all about perception. Why are people drug addicts? Why are people being consumed by drugs? Why are people why are there gamblers? Why are people losing in business out there? Why are so many divorces going on? Why is all this stuff going on? You ever notice people can't even conversate effectively today? I was reflecting on this earlier. One of the most horrible experiences that you can go through as a human being is when you're communicating with somebody, especially in person, and they don't even give you the eyes. They don't give you that time that you need to really communicate. Most people are being treated like objects, like a cell phone, like a book, like a rock. That saddens me. That's why I'm out to make a difference. That's why I'm out to share with people. And I'm just not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I don't care if my family laughs at me. I don't care if my children laugh at me. I don't care if I fail in front of the president of Sears like I got in front of a couple of years ago. I don't care, because that's going to be an experience that's going to help you become more of a risk taker. If I want to make $15,000 a month, if I want to make $20,000 a month, how am I going to do that? Simply working for Home Depot, just working for Home Depot, or just working for Sears on an hourly wage. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with making an hourly wage if that's your thing. That's not my thing. My thing is to be able to employ people and pay people very nicely, hand over a check to somebody that does work for me, so that when that person sees the check, says, wow, but yet you gave me some value. I'm paying you for what you're worth, right? I'm paying you what you're worth. You can't do that if you can't make the scene if you don't have the green. Jim Carrey said that in the movie Mask, right? Can't make the scene if you don't have the green. And we need the power of imagination today working most effectively in our lives. We need the power of imagination. We need to explore mind-mouth power. You need to explore. That's a gift. You already have it. You have it. You have mind-mouth power connection. You have it. My question to you is, are you exploring it? Are you putting it to the task to see how you can benefit from your gifts? Gulam, let me see. No, sir, you don't need to apologize. You are my teacher. I respect you from my heart. Well, thank you. I truly appreciate you for sharing that with me live. I really do. Why do I apologize? Why did I apologize? I apologize because, you know what? I have integrity in my heart, right? And an apology, if I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, then I should apologize. I should man up. I should be honest about it. Doesn't make me feel any less than a man. In fact, it makes me feel more of a man when I'm willing and I'm open to apologize. That's effective communication. So I do thank you, Gulam, and I will take care of this. This is who I am. Soldier of self-mastery, philosopher of everyday victorious living. I'm extremely, extremely grateful for the gift of God in my life. And I'm just going to continue to pay it forward. That's what it's about. Paying it forward, serving others, finding ways to become your most effective. You have a business. How's your business doing? Is your business doing well? Maybe you're struggling with your business. Maybe right now your business is not even bringing in enough money. I can relate to that. I've experienced that. So what do? You use your imagination. Maybe you might need to connect with another person. Maybe you might need to hire a coach that will help you get results. Or maybe you have somebody else, a good friend that has integrity, that's willing to be honest with you, that's willing to tell you the truth. Man, I've gone overboard. Look at that. 8 minutes, I'm overboard. And we've got a few people that are chiming in. I'll hang out for a little bit. If you have a question, you have an observation, you have something that you want to share. If not, if you've come late here, I'm not going to try to tell you what to do. Okay. I'm going to make a recommendation, and it's up to you whether you want to grow your life or not. Honestly, it's up to you. You know, we can get all the knowledge, we can listen to a lot of great teaching. If you don't apply it, if you don't find a way to apply it, it really does you no good. Basically, what you just did is you wasted some time. If you've come here, or you watch any of my videos, or you go to an educational online class somewhere else, it doesn't matter whether it's here or not. The intention should be to apply. That should be the intention. Santos, why do you run your mouth so much? Why do you talk? Why do you preach at us? Well, if I don't get a question, what am I going to do? Sit here and just stare at the screen with a big smile? I just can't do that. I will play some music, though, here, because I know we're winding down the program. Let me see. I'm hoping that this is non-copyright. Let me get back. Okay, let me get back to something cool sound in here, man. So I'll just wait for a few here. And what is this one here? What in the world is this one here? Maybe I should have sang a song. There's a new kid in town. There's a new kid in town. I don't want to hear it. There's a new kid in town. Let me see. You're walking away and they're talking behind you. Come on. All right. Here we go. Okay, we'll leave it there because we're going to wind down the program. I hope those of you that joined me here today, I hope that those of you that joined me here today found something. You were able to turn on the light bulb somehow, some way. Listen, if you're struggling in life, if you're going through some difficulties in life and you can't get your imagination going, you can't get that creativity going, my question to you is, are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to educate yourself? Are you willing to go through a mind shift strategy session with Soldier of Self-Mastery so that you can begin the process of self-discovery? Becoming the most powerful you. Can you imagine? What would your life... Listen, if you knew that you couldn't fail, if you believed that you could not fail, what would you be doing today? If you really believed in yourself, if you really believed that you couldn't fail, what would you decide? What would you take action to? Think about it. What would you take action to? What would you do? Would you build that new business that you've been daydreaming about? Or would you just branch out? Maybe you're holding back financially for some project, or maybe you want to give some money to charity somewhere, but you're just holding back. Maybe your relationship is failing. I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you, my fellow soldier. That's really what it's all about. I see there's a few more people that have joined me live. I'm not too sure if they're coming from Facebook. I want to thank each and every one of you that joined me on this broadcast. I'm going to hang out for just a little bit longer, And I got a question here. I see Patrick. Great afternoon to you, Patrick. Good to see you. Terry, you have a question? Terry has a question. Do you know Stephen Paddock? I know many Stevens. I'm not too sure if I know a Stephen Paddock. I'm curious why you asked, Terry. Let me know why you're asking that question. I know there's something very good behind that question. There's got to be. So post it in the comments. I want to know what it is. That name sounds familiar, though. Paddock. It does sound familiar. Okay, you're watching in Florida. Thank you, Patrick. Hi, can you tell about the Friday video some more, the special? I'm not too sure what you're referring to here. It might be the special that we have on the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. I think it's at $67 right now. You can own your very own downloadable lifetime access to the Problem Gambling Addiction Academy. Normally it's going to run about $397. Right now, you can have access to the videos. You can have access to the curriculum. And you're also going to get one 45-minute session with me. Soldier of Self-Mastery. That's a value of $300 right there. Okay? When you sit with me for at least an hour, it probably won't be an hour. That's a value of $300, and you're going to get it all for $67, my friend. soldiersofselfmastery.com. In fact, let me put the banner. Let me put let me see. Okay, let me see this. No, that's not it. Soldier of Self-Mastery. By the way, if you're new to this program, I'm going to encourage you to subscribe. And why am I going to encourage you to subscribe? Because you'll benefit from the subscription. And you'll be notified when I go live, when I upload videos that are going to help you. This is all you don't pay for any of this material. It's going to help you take your life to the next level if you're hungry. That's my prerequisite. If you're going to soldier scribe, you have to be hungry, because we're taking everything to the next level. I'm taking my business, my life, my coaching, everything. I'm taking it. And those of you that follow me, those of you that follow the missions, those of you that are Soldier Nation, Soldier of Self-Mastery Nation, you're going to experience a change in your life also. Okay? Believe it. Believe it, my friend. Believe it. You're going to learn how to develop. You're going to learn how to coach yourself. You're going to learn self-talk. You're going to learn self-mastery. You're going to learn how to use the power of your own imagination to get you where you want to go. That's what I'm talking about here. So, soldiersofselfmastery.com. I know it says /happier. That's where we're at. Okay, I see a few people coming on board. I don't know. Maybe I need to do this broadcast a little bit later than 4 p.m. because I am thinking about changing the time on this broadcast to possibly either 6 p.m. I'm going to be experimenting over the next couple of weekends, possibly. Again, I'm encouraging you to bring a friend. I'm encouraging you to bring a child. I'm encouraging you to bring your spouse. If you experience the energy, if you benefit, okay? Only if you benefit, honestly. If you don't benefit, then I'm going to encourage you not to watch these programs. Don't even partake of anything that I have available if you don't benefit from it. I know if I don't benefit from something, I'm going to stay far away from it. But if you do, I'm encouraging you to be a part of this program. Okay? Nahil, welcome to episode 128. Let me see. So I'm not too sure if I've answered this. Crazy. What is this? Let me see. What did Terry say here? She mentioned paddock. I don't know. Crazy, isn't it? I'm not too sure. Terry, you didn't really give me some feedback on there. Would you give me some feedback? I don't know who Stephen Paddock is. I'd like to know who he is. That's a great question. By the way, all questions are great. Never, you know what? Somebody said the stupid question is the one that's never asked. I don't care who you are. I don't care what position you're in life. If you have a question and you want to ask it, stand up and be bold and ask it. I will never shame anybody. I will never judge anybody. You know why? Because I come from a background of a horrible background that I came out of. And I see somebody message me on Facebook, but I'm not going to go there because they can actually come on here if they want. Oh, man, I'm loving this Sunday. Terry, let me see. What is Terry saying here? Las Vegas, there was a name shooting. I don't know what that's about. My daughter may be moving to Jacksonville. Patrick says, you helped me a lot, Santos. Thank you, Patrick. I'm glad that I can help you. I'm glad. And by the way, thank you for your donations, Patrick. I truly appreciate. They're going to good use. They're going to good use. What I do with these donations that I get from those of you that do donate, instead of giving your money to the casinos or lottery tickets or scratchers or bookies or giving your money to the horses, guess what? You can invest in this mission and touch lives around the world. What do I do with your money? I pay my partner. I pay other people to do work for me. And I don't just want to pay them. I want to give somebody, what they're worth. When somebody gives me something valuable, we're just so used to getting $8 an hour, $15 an hour, 25. I remember I used to get paid when I was working for Sears. There was some days where I would make $500 to $600 a day, right? It was called piecework. I would make an hour. Within an hour, I could make $200 to $300 an hour when I was working for Sears. And then I lost all of that. Today, my goal, and this is what I charge. I know some of you might be offended, but I charge $300. In fact, I already said that. I charge $300 for you to sit with me so that I can help you develop value that's inside of you. Santos, man, you're all about money. It's too expensive. You have to put a value. You have to put a number on your value. If you believe yourself, if you believe in yourself, and you know that what you have changes lives, if it's radically changing your life, I have friends that charge over $5,000 to meet with them. You sit with one of them, it's $5,000 or $10,000 for an hour. I'm $300. I think my prices are a bit low. Anyways, I'm excited to be here. I'm truly excited. Okay, we're going to be ending pretty soon here on this, unless somebody presents a question to me or you got an observation. I do want to thank those of you that have donated. Laura, Patrick, Nahil, Jim, and anybody else that's been on the broadcast that has given to this mission. I want to thank you for the donations. And you know what? If you can give more. If you can give to this mission, give. It's going to come back to you in some form, in some way. I truly believe that. And I'm not ashamed to ask because I give a lot. I pay it forward. So I'm going to ask. Right? The Bible says, to ask, to seek, and to knock. And those are three things that we should be doing on a daily basis if we want to succeed in life, if we want to develop health, wealth, relationships, and personal development. So, by the way, Nahil has the same color car that I do. In fact, she might even have the same kind of car that I got. That's interesting. They're okay. But I'm looking forward to my twin turbo. I got a few comments in here. People are okay. The guard, that's a good thing, 2 years. All right. I'm just going to hang tight. I'm going to play my last songs, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. Let me see. Where are we at? Okay. This is one of my best ones, I believe. There we go. May God richly bless you, Terry. Thank you. Never let me know, though, who that Paddock guy was. All right. We've had a few people join us on this broadcast. $20 or more is going to get you a signed autographed copy of my book. And I truly believe that this book will help you. Self-discovery, my fellow soldiers. And what else? Check out the mission, soldiersofselfmastery.com. That's where you want to go if you need some help. If you need some help and you're hungry and you're willing to take a risk on investing in yourself, or just go to soldiersofselfmastery.com and check out what we have to offer. All right. Facebook. We've been actually live streaming to Facebook and YouTube. I want to say thank you to Facebook for allowing me to live stream today. And I also want to thank StreamYard, and I want to thank YouTube And I want to thank all of you that made this possible. I will be back here again. I may be back here on Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Friday Night Alive Power Hour. I will be uploading at least 2 videos this week. We will be sending out emails, so I'm going to encourage you to sign up. If you haven't subscribed to our email, I'm going to encourage you to do that. Remember, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want to. If you want to prosper and benefit with those that are prospering and benefit, I'm offering you the completely free opportunity to get a gift, a free gift also there. So with that said, Terry says, I do like your talk. I've worked very hard to get to where I am today, Terry, and I thank you for that comment. I appreciate you for sharing that with me. Anybody else? Speak now or forever. Well, not forever. Until next Wednesday, until next Friday. Hold your peace. All right. It's been a wonderful experience. And it's time to go, my fellow soldiers. I will see you at the top on the inside on my very next live interactive broadcast. Remember, your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. And you can make every single day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. It's your choice. It's your choice. Santos Rolon Jr., a.k.a. Soldier Self-Mastery of soldiersofselfmastery.com.